All right, first and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and great glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations to the elect pushing this truth to the four corners of the earth in truth and in sincerity. All right, in this particular video, I want to touch on something that Alazar said on a podcast that he was on recently. Now, the apostles and elders already got on him for what he said. And he said something that only a false prophet would say. And through the years, it's been pointed out that he is a false prophet. He has no qualms on adding or taking away from the scriptures. It's been proven. But on a podcast that he was on recently, he added unto his folly. Now, he said that between now and 1,000 years from now, Yahweh Shai can come. Now, all hell could break loose this year. And if not this year, next year. Shit, next year might be the year, if not this year, and I believe that. But 1,000 years from now, why would you say that? Why would you fix your mouth to say something like that? And you know the prophecies, man. We are told to measure the time diligently within itself. And World War III is one of those things, prophecies that we have to watch out for in the MOTB. And we see the face of the brain chip in the White House moving furniture right now. He has cut the production of the penny. There's no more pennies being produced right now. And before you know it, like an Edomite said on the news, it'll be the nickel. It'll cost 7 cents to make the nickel. Now we got to cut that. It'll cost 15 cents for the dime, so forth and so on. Everything will start getting cut. It's because he's trying to usher in the B system or transition everything to the B system, man. That's why he's in there, man. The face of the brain chip is in the White House making moves right now. You have tension, World War III tension, spiraling out of control right now. Why is that important? Because after the chip is implemented and World War III pops off, we're on our way to the kingdom. So why would he say 1,000 years from now? That makes no sense. The reason he'll say something like that is because he is comfortable right now. He has a business right now. He has his own clothing line. He sells fringes. He sells smell goods. I remember him even saying that. He said, cop the smell goods, them ladies are going to love it. I remember him saying that, man. Infant wear. He a coach. He a life coach. So he got money coming out the wazoo. He's making reputation of him. So he the gorilla Hebrew. He ain't just a regular Hebrew. He the gorilla Hebrew. You see? He comfortable right now. That's why he's doing that. Meanwhile, the scriptures say something different. Revelations 11:14 says the third woe cometh quickly. And we're in that season right now. Let me get a few precepts and we'll hop on him being a false prophet. We're going to shut it down. I don't want this to be too long. This is 2nd Ezra 9:1 that we read. He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself. How do we measure the times? Well, first you got to know the prophecies. And then you measure the times. The scriptures is the measuring stick. You know the prophecies. So when you watch the news, you say, oh, that reminds me of this prophecy. You see? And then you start seeing the prophecy about to come to pass, or has came to pass. Hey, you bring that out. You cut the camera on, which would be blowing a trumpet in today's time. You cut that camera on, you make your video, you upload it. But how you measure the times is with the scriptures, man. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, right? When you watch the news and you say, oh, look, that's the prophecy. Then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, man. And World War III and the MOTB is one of these prophecies that we have to be watching out for. And we can see these things almost coming to a climax right now, man. So what is he fixing his mouth for to say 1,000 years from now? Once again, he's comfortable. Let's get Revelations 11:14 to back that up. As far as he's comfortable because the scriptures say something different. It says the third woe cometh quickly. And we're in that season. Let's get it. This is Revelations 11 and 14, and we read, the second woe is past. Right, because, and the woes are talking about world wars. The First World War ended 1918. The Second World War ended 1945. That's only like 27 years later. 27 years later. From 1945 to 2025, the year that we are in right now, is 80 years. We're in that season, and we see everything coming to a boil. A raging boil. Shit might pop. I need one good catastrophe. Something needs to happen, and then boom, before you know it, they're implementing the MOTB and pushing their New World Order agenda on a scale that you ain't seen yet. But he fixing his mouth talking about some 1,000 years from now, man. Look at 2 Peter 2. All right. The 2 Peter 2 and 1 through 3, and we read, but there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. Alazar, ISUPK, Sicarii, HODC, Sons of Thunder, HOR, all of them, man. Only ones that has the truth on planet Earth is starting with the apostles and elders of GMS and on down to us affiliates. And us affiliates is because we getting the doctrine off of GMS. All right. So everybody else, they're false teachers, man, false prophets, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies. That's right. Oh, the white man, he could be saved too. Oh, grape ain't in the scriptures. The new moon, oh yeah, that's actually the full moon. You can have sex on a Sabbath. Friday sundown, the Saturday sundown, that's the Sabbath. So forth and so on. Bringing in damnable heresies, man. You go to hell doctrine. If your woman don't get on board between a certain amount of time, you kick her out, give her a bill of divorce and tell her to leave, man. When the scriptures talk contrary to that. You got these people out here, they're bringing in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them. That's right. You got people out here that deny the Lord that brought them. You got Old Testament Israelites. You even have this nigga Jephthah, one body in Satan. All right. They said that Yahushua was a warlock. He was some type of sorcerer, casting magic. This is how he did what we would call miracles. This is what Jephthah said, man, the leader of one body. All right. And bring upon themselves swift destruction. And many shall follow their pernicious ways. That's right. By reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of. And through covetousness shall they with feigned words. Feign means pretend. Yeah, they pretend and they faking the funk out here because they want that bread, you heard? So with feigned words, make merchandise of you. Right. They want that money. So they set up a Hebrew garment stand over here. I'm going to set up an oil table over here. Yeah, we got fringes over here. We got precept Bibles over here. We got incense down that way. Oh, you need some infant wear? We got that. We got the smell goods over there. You need some coaching? That's the coaching section. See, you got they making this thing a big house of merchandise, man. That's why he'll say something like that. All right, whose judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation damnation slumbereth not. Man, we got false prophets out here, man. All right, let's get Matthew 7 and 15. And we read, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. That's right. That is this man. He's a false prophet, man. Hey, look, he still represents the Crips. I'm talking about Darth Alazar. Dark Lord Alazar. He rocks orange and blue. Hoover colors. Crips. Not just that. I believe a Crip said something on Instagram and he texts back orange and ZZZZ. Orange with blue Z's. And that's some code for the Crips, man. He's on camera throwing up gang signs while preaching the scriptures, man. This dude's a thug, man. He's a false prophet, man. And a thug, you can see it in his look. The pride beaming off of him. How his head be tilted. How he's speaking like, you know what I mean? Like, and how his lip fucking twisted to the side. You can look at this man. All right? He just wants to be the big man of this whole thing. He wants a reputation. He want to be known as the gorilla Hebrew, the man with the precepts. Well, you know, Yahweh Shai, when he was on the scene, he made no reputation of himself. He didn't say it, man. I'm the son of Yahweh, man. And then started flexing, or what they call nowadays, start shitting on the population. He didn't do that. He made no reputation of himself. He was meek. He was humble. All right? He was a poor man. He wasn't rich. He could have been. But you got people out here chasing riches, making merchandise. They want to be the Hebrew. They want to make a reputation for themselves, man. Let's get Philippians 2. I believe it's 2 and 7. Let me see. This is Philippians 2 and 7, and we read, all right? But made himself of no reputation, and look upon him the form of a servant, right? It's like, and took upon him the form of a servant, and was made in the likeness of men. You see that? That's meek, that's humble, that's lowly. And he made no reputation of himself. He wasn't known as the precept man. He wasn't out there trying to get a name for himself. It was what it was. He's the son of the Lord. He came back to do a mission, and he did that mission. It was nothing added and nothing taken away. He did it perfectly, man. But you got men out here, they're better. They put themselves in a seat above Yahweh Shai because they're making merchandise of him, man. Got Patreon channels and shit. Got online schools. You can click on the they got some things on YouTube where it says members only. An Edomite walked up to the camp, had to get knocked out real quick. Members only, which means you gotta pay some of that bread, come up off some Skrilla to get to watch that, man. You see, making merchandise of you, man. But you know, that's all I had. You know, that was short video. Nothing. Let me hop on this road. I'm in the parking lot on the plantation. Let me get out of here, man. But I hope it was edifying. Hope you can take something from it. Hey, watch out for them false prophets. All right. And how you can tell if a false prophet is they simply don't do what the scriptures say. Which I want to touch on something, Lord willing, the next video that I make, Lord willing. I wanted to get on him talking about the grape doctrine and what he said on that. So I want to touch on that and get on his ass about that. So Lord willing, I'll make a video not too long from now, and if not today, tomorrow. But with that, I'm gonna say shalom.